explain to me why I'm wrong with my theory here.
All right, let's go.
This is gonna be good.
Let's get into this.
All right, like,
I'm excited.
I've been losing weight a little bit, right?
Where?
God damn.
In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission, to bring freedom to everyone involved.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Doing a thing for the podcast.
Just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends Podcast.
So it really doesn't matter how big it is.
I mean, well, I think
Don't
that's
you
a
love the way they lie to us?
Yeah, dude. Like, I appreciate their lies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes me feel good.
It's never bothered me once.
Yeah.
It's like if they get mad if I finish first. Sorry, I'm better at this than you.
Yeah. More
Yeah.
practice.
Yeah. And practice makes perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking like a solid. Like, what do you think your record is?
For longest or shortest?
Shortest. Quickest time here, man.
It's
20
the same for me.
25 seconds.
What?
The longest and shortest time.
It's
Yeah, it's
the
the
same
same
thing.
thing. Yeah, it does.
So, once?
No, it's just consistent.
Yeah.
Oh. You just got that consistency.
So, like,
down.
if it was drag
Consistency is
racing,
key.
he's a bracket racer.
100%.
It's just
Oh,
like,
got it.
I'm gonna.
I run 8 seconds all day.
Yeah.
What do you,
I take
No
pit-
slower,
I take-
no faster. It's just this.
That's all up to the pit crew for me because I take pit stops. I don't know.
I gotta take a breath. I gotta take a breather once in a while.
But I think that's the difference, right? Like when dudes fuck, they're like street racers.
Oh, we're talking about fucking?
Yeah.
Oh, I was way off.
Yeah. But when dudes fuck, we're talking about they're like street racers, right? Like at any point in time, we're ready to go. Like light turns green,
Yeah.
it's fuck. Now it's only a quarter mile and it's over. But we're good to go.
Yeah.
Whereas like when a chick
And it's
fucks,
even faster if you crash at like the 30-foot mark.
right.
But
You don't drive a Mustang though, so you should be fine.
Make sure you do your burnout first.
Yeah. Well,
'Cause it
see,
gets pretty hairy if you don't do a burnout first.
but that's the deal with like
It's pretty hairy if
chicks
you're just
when they're
up
fucking.
on your maintenance anyways.
Chicks when they're fucking are like funny cars. And that's what nobody wants to realize is that like they're getting into a street race, but they need time to like warm up the tires and the engine needs to turn for a certain amount of time before
They gotta
they're ready to go.
Open the fucking hood.
Yeah, they gotta
get all
open the
smoke
hood,
out.
get
I think
everything
you're
out.
onto something with this metaphor,
Purge
man.
everything.
you gotta
like,
scrape this rubber off the tires.
Yeah.
but nobody's doing the pre-race work because they're just as fast. It's just a lot more build-up time for the actual race. Whereas ours is just like,
I
you
think
fucking
they're
drop the clutch
faster.
and go.
Yeah.
I think they're faster actually.
I know I constantly turn
With
left.
all the prep,
consistently turn left.
I mean it.
Oh, because they go from like, I'm not even close to,
Yeah, in like 4 seconds.
here it is, I'm done. And it's like,
That's
whoa.
it. Like, wow, fuck, that's 300 miles an hour. God damn.
Yeah.
And then
It's so hard to pack that chute afterwards, though.
Oh, God forbid she goes before you.
Oh yeah, because then it's like,
Let's, yeah. Oh yeah. Now they want us to fucking hurry, right?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah. and if you get red lighted,
waving
it
you
doesn't
around.
matter. You take all day long, it still doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't count. You can finish and it doesn't count.
Yeah.
You just gotta do it again. Go back around.
They're all willing to do far weirder shit if they go first, though. Then it's like, what's gonna finish this? What do you need?
You are so right. You are so right.
All of a sudden, shit'll get weird.
Yeah.
And it's all like,
Every now and then you get that like hour and a half, 2 hour session in.
right?
By the end of that, they're doing some weird shit.
Yeah, because they're like, what's gonna end this?
Are you taking that shit for daily use or what?
No, man. You've never fucked for an hour and a half or 2 hours.
In my younger days, sure.
You know what?
I got shit to do these days.
It's anytime I start taking cold medicine.
I got shit to do nowadays.
Like
actually,
what, sleep.
Actually, when I'm high, that takes a while.
I think that's the deal. Like when I'm sick and I'm on
sitting
cold
there, I'm just
medicine,
like-
because it's not gonna stop me.
I don't know what
looking
my
around the room
I don't
and
know.
shit.
I don't know what my hour and a half two problem is.
Well, yeah, maybe that.
It's like shooting pull the rope.
Shoot and pull with the rope.
No, it's still a rifle. It just doesn't have bullets in it.
Yeah.
Can't figure out how to load this fucking thing.
Fucking safety was on for an hour. Shit.
Welcome to the Freedom Friends podcast, everyone. Brought to you by warfightertobacco.com. That's these two guys right there.
You heard it here, folks. He doesn't know how to load his rifle.
Use that code FTFO. Screw yourself that sweet 15% off. Holy fuck. OWellness.us for all your CBD needs. Just go FreedomFriends25. That'll get you a quarter off your order. And of course, Icy Tech coolers. Go to IcyTech.com. Use that code FreedomFriends10. That'll get you 10% off.
Jazz, I know how to load the rifle. The problem was I forgot that I unloaded it halfway through the day.
You know what's funny is I use that analogy all the time.
Yeah,
I'll be like, I'm going to show. I gotta go unload the gun. Yeah. Like, yeah. Yeah.
There's the best piece of advice I could give anybody for dating, right?
Clearing barrel.
Go jerk off. If you still want to see her after, okay.
Yeah. I say that to the same people who want to text their ex.
Yeah.
Go jerk off and then tell me if you still want to text your ex.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to tell my Marines that shit all the time. I'd be like, you sure? You sure you want to do that? I'd be like,
I miss her. No, you don't.
no, you don't. You miss her asshole
Yeah.
or her pussy or her mouth. That's all you miss, dude.
You miss her.
Yeah. You miss that thing she did with her tongue. That's all you fucking miss.
I miss
Need
her.
I remind you?
No,
about-
you're backed up. Go fucking.
Need I remind you that she also slashed your tires and keyed your truck?
And wrote a song about it.
Because you broke the fucking cardinal rule. You stuck your dick in crazy. Don't do that. Jesus. My mom used to tell me that. Don't stick your dick in crazy. As I was leaving the house. Hey, don't stick your dick in crazy. Got it, Mom. Thanks.
That's how she got to you.
You're like, you know that my mom's tubes were tied, right?
Yeah.
And that I fucking reconned my way through. Like 100% miracle child right here, right?
I'm a birth
kind
control
of
baby.
understand why my dad split when I was 2. Like, he didn't
like-
sign on for that. He was like, wait.
Yeah.
You told me that I could swim in the pool without a shirt on and that we were good.
Yeah.
And now I got this little fucker. But here's the question. Why'd you make me a junior, you dickbag? Why am I a junior then? Like, come on.
I don't know. It's like people that plant flags on Everest. It's not like you're going back.
Right? Like, you write your name up there. Cool.
Yeah. We're going to go check on it.
Yeah.
I watched a movie the other day and I got anxiety over this thing. It was This Is 40. It's an older
Yeah.
movie.
That's
Yeah.
an older movie, but
But
yeah.
they
it's a
end
good
up
movie.
they end up getting pregnant at 40. And
Ugh.
I'm like, I would fucking leave. I would either kill myself. I'm leaving one way, either through death or I'm just leaving. But if I found out I was having another child
At
now,
40? Yeah. Fuck.
oh God, it would be the worst thing ever. I'm so close to being done with all that.
They're almost all out of the house.
They're almost all
I
out
can
of the
see
house.
the finish line.
I can have grown up conversations with my kids right now. I don't
Because-
need another one.
How old is the younger boy?
How old's your youngest? What,
16.
16?
14. 14.
14?
14.
It changes
Yeah,
every year.
it changes every year. 14.
Yeah.
That's
So-
weird.
You need to keep in mind, I'm 13 years older than Justin.
Yeah.
So that would essentially be,
Oh God.
yeah, you're right there. And then all of a sudden it was like, reboot. And it's like, no.
No.
Yeah, your parents did it. Well, your dad did
No,
it.
one of them did.
Your dad did it.
Yeah. The other one took a 5-year break, and then, but she got all the plumbing remodeled afterwards, though. So, because they ripped it all out.
Yeah.
She's like a tankless system now.
Nice. Nice. God bless her.
Anything that would have given birth to you would have also.
I said after the first one, I'm like, did you look at the first one? I was like, I could do better. Like this is.
Well, look at the size of your fucking head. That thing must have been a train wreck when she was done, dude.
Well, they had to cut her open.
Obvious. There's no
Like,
fucking way you were
I
fit
was
out,
thinking
man.
Yeah, they cut her open. She was
Yeah.
like fucking belly button down. They had to like. Mine was 5 foot.
Yeah, she's
You've all met her. She's like this
she's a little
big.
person.
So yeah, I was like 10.5 pounds when I was
Fuck,
born.
you were a
too.
big kid.
Yeah, I was
Shit.
huge.
And you were her first?
Yeah,
That's big for a first baby.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
and I was like almost a month early.
I was little. I was preemie.
10 pounds in a month early.
God damn, dude.
Yep.
You
All
were-
my kids were little. So
Yeah.
like
So you hit your growth spurt in the womb.
Yeah, that was it.
Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah. I hit this at 3 years old. It's been the same ever since.
We go back to drag racing. You're not just too early.
Steps out of his mom and into his mini.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
What?
It's been my whole life.
Yeah.
So that was the opposite. I was a little baby, and then it was just like I just didn't stop growing. And then like at 12, I was 6 foot tall. Everybody's like, "Holy fuck, it's a big kid." And I just kind of hung out right around 6'1". Just kind of chilled. Yeah.
It's like, believe it or not, Justin was a chunker when he was a kid.
Yeah. I was fatty. I was a fatty.
Now, like,
I'm
He's
still
got like
holding
a-
on to baby weight to this day.
he's got like a tapeworm or something now. Like, I don't-
Dude, yeah. He's got hollow legs. Something. Because I've watched him eat like 6 fucking cheeseburgers in one sitting and shit before. And he's just like, yeah, I'll eat again in a little while. What the fuck? I brought him a bunch of granola bars yesterday.
I've already eaten like 4 of them.
Just like, had
You
a
remember
had a
like,
case of granola bars.
mid-20s?
yeah.
It didn't matter what you did.
It's fuzzy.
But exactly. It didn't matter what you did.
Yeah.
It didn't matter what you eat, whether you worked out or didn't work out. It didn't matter.
Yeah, yeah.
It didn't matter how much you
He
drank.
didn't gain an ounce.
No.
Yeah, it was great.
And all of a sudden one day you
Like
wake up and
24
you're
to
like,
28
what the
was awesome.
fuck?
And then it
But
was
you
just
need to
like,
keep in
why am
mind,
I
he
getting
doesn't
fat?
really drink either.
My mid 20s were in
No?
the military, so
Yeah.
I ate as much as I could because I was always running and shit. So
Well, like,
But it didn't matter
Yeah.
what you ate.
no,
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it didn't matter. I'm just, if is it edible? Kinda. I'll try it.
yeah, right.
Like, fuck.
Yeah. Dude, like I remember I would eat McDonald's like fucking at least 3 times a week. I would eat fucking fast food probably almost every day in some form or fashion. And I wouldn't gain an ounce. And I was perfectly fine. Now, granted, I didn't have like 6-pack or anything. I haven't seen that since I was like 17, but you know, still. They're in there. Right now I just have an ab. I have one.
I have a thin protective layer over it because I don't want to damage my abs.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's safety.
It is.
Yeah. It's like OSHA requirement.
Yeah. See, if I didn't live in the States, I wouldn't have it.
Yeah. I have one. I just have an ab.
An ab.
Yeah.
I don't do it out of being polite to other people. So that way when I go to the river, I'm not making other people self-conscious.
Oh, right. That's really nice of you.
It's just being polite.
Yeah, right. You know what though? You always do see the dickhead that's like just shredded, and he takes his shirt off, and you're like, "Fuck you, man!" Right? Like you're fucking ruining it.
And he's always doing this thing.
Yeah, you're making us all look like
I'm
assholes.
like, why are you rubbing yourself?
Yeah,
Like,
like
and it's really rude that you're rubbing yourself and not offering anybody else. Like, you're just like,
yeah,
keep all that to yourself.
yeah. Why are you
It's fucking selfish.
trying to make me horny? It's fucked up.
So me and the wife were talking the other day, and explain to me why I'm wrong with my theory here.
All right, let's go.
This is gonna be good.
Let's get into this.
All right, like,
I'm excited.
I've been losing weight a little bit, right?
Where?
God.
This is a legit. No, this is a legit question. Like, where do you lose weight?
The scale doesn't tell me
no,
where.
like you, but you know your body better than anybody. Like I lose weight in my face,
I don't know.
or like fucking.
I don't know.
All right,
I'm just going off the scale, right?
you're going off the number.
Yeah, the number.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you might be gaining
This is-
muscle, burning fat. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. You guys are dicks.
I'm losing.
We're dicks.
I'm losing weight, but I'll go to sleep,
Okay.
and when I wake up, I'm a pound and a half to 2 pounds lighter,
Yeah.
very consistently, right?
Yeah.
And so if I know I burn a pound and a half in my sleep, all I have to do is eat a pound a day.
It's water weight.
All I have to do is eat a pound a day, and I'm going to lose a pound and a half that night, right?
This is not how metabolism
Why?
works.
If I put a pound of food in me
Because you're only
and I
checking your
lose
weight.
a pound and a half at night,
Is this like saying if you ate 2 pounds of nachos, are you 1% nacho?
my thing was I could eat 1 pound of cake a day.
What kind of cake?
It doesn't matter. I could eat a pound of cake a day because I know I'm going to lose a pound and a half at night.
You're gonna lose a lot of weight if you eat a pound of
Look,
cake
if
because
you're
that insulin's gonna make you lose a foot.
Yeah.
Like so,
If you're eating the cake,
he's working off calories in other ways.
no, but seriously here. If
Are you
if you're-
losing a pound and a half because you're getting pegged?
So
Is
do
that
you
the-
understand? You
What
understand
does
that
that
your
have to do
weight
with losing?
fluctuates throughout the day, right?
That's because you eat. I mean,
and
And
hydration.
sweats
Okay,
and
yeah,
hydration
all right.
and everything,
Great.
right? Like so, like
but
Let me throw a wrench into your theory.
okay, do
Weigh yourself, then poop, then weigh yourself again.
yeah.
Because you poop every day.
yeah. Okay.
So your pound and a half of weight loss versus your
I
pound
never
of
poop
food.
a pound and a half. I poop about 4 ounces.
Weigh yourself next time. And
I
see.
do. How do you think I know it's 4 ounces?
I'm just more impressed with your scale.
Right?
Yes, I have a good scale.
You got a good scale. Shit.
But what I'm saying is, how can I be wrong if you only take in a known quantity of food?
So by this-
volume, by weight,
By this rationale, you should be 180 pounds lighter by this time next year.
if I only eat it, the trick is only eating a pound of food.
Sure.
That's not that hard. Did you know how much fucking food is a pound of food, man? It's a lot.
How big was the last steak you ate?
Yeah, I was gonna say my last steak was like 14 ounces.
And then you throw a potato in there, and then you throw whatever. A pound of food is not that much food.
Hey, it's not that much of it.
A pound of food's still quite a bit of food.
For a meal, he eats all day.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's still quite a bit of food. Like,
No,
I don't
it's
know.
not. It's a steak and a
So,
potato, maybe.
Like,
I think you should test this. I think you should restrict it to a pound a day and see if you're 180 pounds lighter by this time next year.
I'm going to say, I don't know if I can go a whole year with this, but I'm going to say, like,
Do 90 days. You should be 45
and it-
pounds lighter based on your
why
math.
would it matter what you eat? Why would it matter what you eat?
Because
if you
of
only
how
eat-
your body converts certain foods into fat or energy.
But I
So
burn,
high sugar content is
So-
going to be turned into fat.
but I
Whereas
burn
like,
off a pound and a half every night. Every night. Very consistent.
So what was
every night.
Michelle's side of this conversation?
She said that's not how science works.
that she's not wrong.
I know, but I don't understand it. In every other thing you do, if you put in a certain weight and you take out a certain weight, there's a net change. Right?
There is, but it's not just a straight shoot from your mouth to your asshole.
No,
although you
I
are just a big
realize
donut.
this.
Your body stores some of it and it gets rid of some other of it.
Yes,
So
but if I
And different things metastasize inside your body differently.
but
like,
if I
like
only
natural
eat
creatine
a,
will go to your muscles.
but if I
and
only eat a
natural
pound of
proteins.
food, how would I ever gain?
Depends on the food. You would have to eat the exact same thing every
No, it
day
shouldn't
to
matter.
have a control. Yeah, you would. You would have to, because your body would metabolize certain
Guys,
parts of that food in the
let 'em
exact
test
same
it.
way.
yeah,
Go 90 days. By your math, you should be 45 pounds lighter.
Yeah.
I also nominate
Test it.
that it's only cake.
I'm gonna do half and half.
Okay, so
half steak, half
half-
cake.
Yes,
Steak
one
and
day
cake.
steak, the next day cake.
but
Scott,
restrict
No,
it
no.
to a pound.
No, I'll do the
No,
first
half and
half
half.
of the test,
Scott, I'm jumping
all
on this
steak.
diet plan with you.
and then all cake.
Yeah, I don't hate this diet at all. Like,
Steak and cake. It's a new paleo.
Yeah, but it's only a pound, so that's like a 6 ounce in the.
If this
for
works,
lunch and
if this works, we're going to market it as the Jansen plan, and
Yes.
we're all going to be wealthy as fuck.
yeah.
yeah,
It's going to be like, you want to lose 45
like
pounds in
Atkins, but
90
different.
days?
but you
Andy cake?
Let me tell you about steak and cake.
you,
Yep.
you just have to know
Steak
how
and
much
cake.
you burn at night.
Do you wake up and pee in the middle of the night?
Yes,
Of course he does. We're
gonna
all the
take
fucking
that?
same age. We're all doing that.
Does that count towards,
don't.
or is that
I-
against your
Oh,
weight
peeing
loss?
to bed doesn't
how much
count.
does this weigh? This is a half a pound of liquid.
But does that count?
Yes.
as weight loss?
This counts as weight intake.
No. When you pee in the middle of the night, you're losing weight.
Well, I would assume it counts. Yes, absolutely.
So, in other words, in order to have a solid control, you're going to have to weigh yourself before every trip to the bathroom. You have to weigh yourself
No,
before and after.
you just
Yeah.
have to wait. What you
Is
weigh
this
what
the
you
weed
bring.
show and nobody told me?
You know what? I thought about it, but we didn't do it.
All right, we can change. I'm
No,
just saying.
to all of our listeners, these are sober conversations.
yeah. I'm fucking.
That's my second sip of
I'm
whiskey.
4 sips in, man.
I'm only 3/4 of a pound of cake in, so fuck.
Okay.
Wait,
All right.
the pound and a half that you're losing, are those the days that you're able to unload the gun or
Oh, because that would count too.
It definitely does help.
Yeah. I mean, depending on the size of the ropes you're throwing. It might-
That's
no?
mean,
I was thinking more from like the cardio aspect.
Yeah. Mirror.
If you're squirting a pound and a half every time,
One, you're in the wrong profession.
seek a doctor.
or call Pornhub. You're gonna make millions.
if you're shooting a pound and a half, let me know what your diet is.
Because I want to try that at least once.
Yeah, I want to just ruin
Although-
Haley's day out of nowhere. Just not tell her it's coming. And just
It has to be.
still coming, bitch.
She'll know it's coming.
I think it would have to be. I think you'd just be terrified. Just be like, "Oh God!"
You do it one time, you're like, I got fucking wrinkles now.
You look like a dog that's shaved. You look like one of them fucking hairless cats afterwards. You're like, what the fuck?
My skin's dry and clammy.
Just my whole body looks like a nutsack. Like the whole thing just.
Looks like the Ark of the Covenant from Indiana Jones. You're
Right, just like I drank from the wrong grail. Like what the fuck? Ugh.
I think you should test it, buddy. 90 days.
Yeah.
Just go 90 days. You should be 45 pounds lighter based on your math.
Since I've given this my first thought,
Yeah.
I am down 15 pounds.
Go for it then. Maybe you've finally broken
So
the code.
And you've done nothing. I know you're not exercising.
Today we broke the fucking rule because we had Mexican food. So we ate 2 pounds of food today.
Yeah, there's definitely.
So you should be
2 pounds
half a pound heavier tomorrow.
You know, I'll be when I weigh myself before I go to bed tonight, I'll be 2 pounds heavier.
Right. So tomorrow it should be
yeah.
a net positive of half a pound.
Probably, yeah.
Maybe you broke the code finally. Maybe you figured it out.
But all I've done is watched. I don't care what it is I eat. I just only eat.
You mean you're
a
eating in
small
moderation?
portion, yes,
And it's allowing you to lose weight?
but by weight, yeah.
Oh,
That is crazy.
That's why did you lead with that, man? Yeah, eating in moderation will make you lose weight. Calories in versus calories out.
I
is a
figured
thing.
out if I put the fork down, I don't gain as much weight.
Yes, a pound of cake is not a lot of cake.
A pound of cake is a lot of cake.
No, it's not.
It depends on what cake it is.
Yeah, what? I still want to know what kind of cake.
It's pound cake.
We all know.
Duh.
That's more than 1 pound.
We all
though.
know Scott's go-to is red velvet.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's a good cake.
that's a good cake. It's a good cake. I just immediately go to Burt Kreischer's bit about red velvet cake and his daughter's period party. Ugh.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got more channels than you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Boys, I know y'all were talking about busting nuts. Did y'all hear about this case of a man that was ejaculating out of his butt?
I heard about it on Rogan.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was coming out of his butthole. He
That's
had, like,
because
these
somebody
weird
else came into
pustules.
his butthole.
I feel like
No.
this guy was a vet because it happened for a year straight before he went to the doctor and was like, hey,
I didn't know it happened that
It
long.
was a year of him having that problem. Sorry about the guys.
We got Freedom Bird.
Damn right.
Freedom Bird's flying over.
And turns out it was a rectal prostate fistula, which develops a hole that connects the rectum with the the lower urinary tract. And essentially, he was both coming out of his butt and shitting through his dick hole.
Oh,
There
He
were-
shit out his dick.
There were pieces of shit coming out of his dick.
oh no.
Yeah.
That at that point, that's when I'm going to the doctor.
Fuck yeah, dude. Well, the first
first
time.
time.
Well, the first time I don't get blasted in the ass and I come out my butt, I'm going, Doc, there's a problem. But read the rest of that article, though. The guy was a fucking habitual drug user, fucking heavy on the sauce, all kinds of
I
shit.
don't know. The first time that shit comes out of my dick.
Well, hopefully you're going to the doctor when cum comes out your asshole if you weren't fucked in the ass. Like, that's what would bother me. Like,
Yes, this is just a gay situation. He was putting his dick in somebody else's butt, explained, and somebody was putting their dick in his butt,
Or
explained.
what if he was just putting it in his own butt?
Maybe there you go. Maybe
Explains
he
all of
didn't
it.
go to the doctor because he was not a straight man for a year and a half. He could explain off most of this.
I really want to make a Scott Jansen M.D. shirt now after this episode.
yeah.
You're totally
Mis-
fine.
Misdiagnosis is what that stands for. Anyway,
You're like Dr. Phil, but for buttholes. Not a real doctor and also not very good.
But we got a sweet 5 o'clock time slot on ABC.
Right? Oh, Jesus Christ. So it's Tuesday. Today we are recording on Tuesday. And some of our more loyal fans are going to be like, what the fuck, man? It's because we're changing up the posting cadence a little bit, right, Justin? You want to explain it to him?
Yeah, so normally we record Mondays, and then the podcast gets turned around next morning on Tuesday mornings. But with things that go awry, sometimes that means I'm up till like 3 a.m. So we're still going to record Mondays, but things will be posted on the podcast will go live on Wednesday, and the debate will go live on Friday.
So we're pushing it all back a
everything's-
day.
Yeah, everything's just going back 24 hours. Nothing else is changing though. Still the same mediocre
So
shit
deal
show.
with it.
Yeah, not a lot of difference. Just you're going to have to wait an extra day for mediocrity.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so those of you who are like, I didn't get it didn't come out on Tuesday. What the fuck? Well, that's why.
To be honest with you, I don't think any of our people are surprised that anything is when it goes awry, they're probably just like,
They're probably just like, yeah,
Well,
they
I
fucked it up.
think they're probably more surprised when it just all goes smoothly.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I am.
But we made up for it for talking about shitting out of your dick.
There you go. See? And coming out his butt. That's weird, man.
That's
I
weird.
think he just.
No, but
The first time I wiped my ass, though, and there was semen on the paper, and I wasn't involved
When
in
did
butt
this
sex, I would go to the fucking doctor.
Oh. I thought you were telling us a story.
No, this is not a sono shit.
You said the first time I
said if the first time that happened to me,
And he hadn't been blasted in the
I
ass.
get this.
I would go to the
he
doctor
qualified
immediately.
it.
I'd be like, "Hey, doc, there's an issue." Of course, granted, I still have military health care, so they'd probably just be like, "Sure, buddy, sure," and I'd be like, "You're not listening to me, man." They'd be like, "Okay."
Don't tell.
Yeah.
Like, we're past that.
It's rather
dude.
convenient because the guy that was in here before you was shitting out of his dick. So
Is he your neighbor? You can be honest with me.
But as a veteran, I'm sure we've all pushed off things we should have gone to the doctor for at least a year.
But not like
Yeah,
that.
I found a lump on my side the other day, and I'm still like, it's probably fun. Like,
I've had things clear up on their own. Like, why go in? Like knee problems.
we knee problems. Good God. Here's the,
weird.
here's the name of the episode.
just
Weenie
con-
problems.
It clears up and then comes back here every now and then. I don't know why.
Okay.
but I get some pimples on my dick, and then it clears up, and it's fine for a couple of months, and then
It's totally fine.
I get another breakout. It's fine. I put a little clear seal on it.
Little
It's good to go.
schmitz, little schmitz on there, and I just used aftershave. I didn't feel like
It
going
dries
to
it
get a
up. It's
prescription.
fine.
Rubbing alcohol.
I had a Marine. I had a Marine that had a so he was from fucking New Zealand. So he had a goofy accent and said everything different. Anyways, he wasn't one of my Marines. Like he was one of my peers. Like this is when we were boots. And this dude, he's sitting there one day and he's like, kind of shifting in his chair. I'm like, what's up with you? And he goes, I got cockwarts. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, I got cockwarts. And I was like, am I hearing this right? And he's like, cockwarts. And I'm like, you're just nonchalant about it? Like, you just look at me, the disgusting person with cockwarts. like just all just open and nonchalant about it. I was like, yeah. And he tells me the story. He goes into, he goes up to medical, and I guess he was getting like weekly treatments where they were freezing them off, like with like nitrogen, right? And they were like freezing off his cockwarts. And he goes in there for his weekly treatment, and it's like this new little female corpsman girl, and she's like, "What are you here for?" And he's like, "I have a weekly wart treatment." And she's like, "Oh, where that?" And he's speaking in New Zealand, so he's like, "They're on my knob." And she's like, "Excuse me, what?" And he's like, "My knob." And she's like, "What?" And he's like, "My cock." And she's like, "What?" And he goes, "On my penis." And she just fucking turns bright red. She's like, "I'll be right back," and goes and gets like her like fucking senior chief or HM1 or whoever is like this like, you know, old crusty white dude who's just like seen it all, right? And he's just like, he's been in the Navy as a corpsman for fucking like 20 years. And he's seen probably too many dicks at this point. And he just walks in and he's like, yeah, he's fine. Come on, dude. He brings him in the back and he's like, and he makes this girl do the treatment. And he's like, "You're gonna learn how to do this because trust me, you be around Marines, sweetheart, you're gonna see this a lot." And, so she's like got her gloves on and she's like down on her knees and looking up at him, and he goes, and just flops out the monster, and it's in her hand, and she's spraying it. Like this, and he tells the story great because he's like this, and like the head of his dick is like right in her face, and she's spraying this shit, and she's like looking at it, and then she goes, "All done," and like gave it a little tap. He was like, "What the fuck?" Flash forward 6 months later. He tells me the story the day after it happened. 6 months later, he comes up to me. He's like, "Do you remember that corpsman chick?" And I was like, yeah. And he goes, "So I saw her at the bar last night. Offered to buy her a drink, and she told all her friends I had dick warts." I was like, "I'm pretty sure that's illegal for her to do, man. That's a HIPAA violation."
Right.
And he was like, what can I do? I'm like, probably nothing. The damage is done, my guy. I was like, do you still got the warts? He goes, no, they're good. And I was like, well, then fuck her.
Then bet her friends.
Yeah. But cockwarts.
I think we should stick to recording on Mondays.
We're all kind of off. Of course, yesterday was Labor Day. Which I don't think that means anything to us.
I labored a little bit.
Yeah.
Did you do some labor? I did some labor.
I'm not union, so
Right.
I labored.
It's a union holiday. So
Isn't that like every day?
most days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially during the
My employees, when it was
strikes.
coming up, my employees were like, "Are we getting Monday off?" And I was like, "No." They were like, "Why?" And I was like, "Because you're a wage worker, not union. You'll be at the store."
My employees came in and I said,
They're
why?
probably like, is that what Labor Day is about? They didn't even know. Nobody fucking knows.
No, I mean, one of my dudes, he knows, but he had off from his government job, so he didn't give a
Oh,
fuck.
Meat Puppet?
Bucket.
The Meat Bucket. Not Meat Puppet. That was a band. The Meat Puppets were a band.
Yeah, meat bucket. All my employees have nicknames.
You know, what's the other one?
Threes.
Threes.
I just hired a new one today, but I haven't nicknamed him yet.
Nice. Make it something real fucking like unicorn tits
HR
or something.
violation.
Oh, we're gonna break this kid.
Yeah.
Oh, he's like this. He's like,
He's green.
I don't really like to cuss at or near people. Every once in a while, I will, like internally. But then I was like, "Oh, we're gonna fix
What's wrong
you."
with you?
Yeah.
That's funny.
He's a good kid, but
How old is he?
20.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got a new one.
Because the life hasn't fucked him hard enough yet for him
Yeah.
to care.
Yeah. Come back when you got some crow's feet, pal.
Tell him he's like, started to work out because my dad told me that in our family around 23 is when you really start to bulk out. I was like, dude, you were like 92 pounds. Like, I'm going to bulked out for you is like 120. Like,
Yeah.
I don't,
Yeah. I know chicks that can fuck that kid up.
I mean, he might be down. I don't know. It
Maybe,
could be his thing.
Maybe he's into it.
Step on my face.
Glory, glory. Yeah. Huh?
Yeah.
So we had the long weekend. You guys do anything?
Yeah.
I worked the whole
I
fucking
worked.
weekend.
Like,
Yeah.
I consumed a lot of alcohol.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys went out. You went out with Jim on Friday, right?
And Saturday.
Then Saturday. How's Big Jim doing?
Good.
actually, I didn't work on Sunday. I went to a second pitch beer company and I hung out there for like 5 hours or something.
Yeah.
So on Friday night, Jim and I went out. Julie ended up getting a little sick, so they went home early. But we went to the River Rose, and Jim came with me to drop the camper off because it got rented right there on River Road, and dropped it off. Told the people, if you got any problems, just let me know, whatever. And right after Jim and Julie left, they called me and they said, "Hey, the refrigerator isn't working." And sure enough, it isn't working. But I have an outside fridge that I usually keep locked when I rent it. But I'm like, well, if you don't mind, I'm close. I'll come by and I'll unlock the thing and you can use the outdoor fridge. They're like, oh, that'd be great. So I go there and I spend an hour and a half to 2 hours drinking with them
Oh, nice.
and had a good time. So
That's awesome.
shout out to them.
That's cool.
Good bunch of renters.
What can I? What can I?
The guy's like, I think Michelle, she's like, I'm driving home. I'm like, yeah, you probably should. I'm kind of fucked up. He's like, got a couple extra beds. And I'm like, are you trying to rent my camper back to me? He's like, yeah, just trying to get a discount. I'm like,
That's funny. Friday, because Friday I was here when you got back from dropping off the camper, I think. Oh, no, I was here when you and Jim pulled up.
oh, okay. Yeah.
And then I was like leaving as you guys pulled
Yeah.
in or whatever. And Saturday we had our big dove hunt for Hero Sports. So it was this big, huge, it's like one of our bigger fundraising events of the year, Shout out to everybody who participated in that. There are a lot of fans of the show, actually, that were there. A couple guys from New Mexico made their way out. Shout out to Sam. I know he's an avid Freedom Friend listener.
Hi, Sam.
Yeah. Sam's a good guy, man.
Sam's a good dude.
Yeah, he's a
He
good
really
fucking
is.
dude. And
I got a video of Sam running,
oh, that's funny.
like running.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the dog and knife hunt,
Uh-huh.
and Sam was on it, and it was Sam's turn. We got a pig who was down by the river. So we had to run from one of the open fields through this wooded area to get down to where the pig was. And I'm behind him the whole time videoing, just giggling. I'm like, this is fucking great. Sam's fucking running. This is awesome. We got into some thick shit, and it's funny because
Sam is an older gentleman.
He is.
For some context.
and he was Air Force.
Yeah.
But so he got into some thick shit, and he's how I knew he was Air Force without even. I mean, I knew he was, but I could tell on this moment is he went directly through the thick shit, and I just went around it, and we both met on the other side of it, and I'm still running. And Sam's not running anymore. And I'm like, bro, what happened? He's like, it was really thick. And I'm like, yeah, I know. So
That's why I went around it. Land Nav 101, my guy. A little harder when you're flying over it, I guess. Shit. Again, so, but yeah, we had a great evening. Raised some money for a good cause, helping veterans. Had some good guest speakers. Mike, who's on the events team at Black Rifle, was one of the guest speakers, and he goes back with Mike Barker from way back when it was Heroes Baseball. You know, so one of the first guys that we really reached out to and helped. The Mike Barker really reached out to and helped, rather. And the other guy was this guy named Kalen, who's an Army veteran. He's a captain in the Army, and he is one of the owners of Baseballism.
Oh, nice.
Which is if you guys are unfamiliar, it's a great clothing company and lifestyle brand based out of Oregon that is focused on baseball. And one of his big things about why he loves hero sports so much is that he goes, all of my friends I made before the military through sports. And that's like how I connected with people. Yeah. He goes, and it's cool to see like a veteran organization that kind of does that same thing, And then the boys took him because it was a dove hunt. So he got to go out and shoot some doves and whatnot and have a good time. Birds were flying great.
Did you guys get rained out or not?
Dude, it started raining right at the end of the hunt. Nice. So it was perfect, man. Nice. And then it rained a little bit before dinner and while we were doing announcements, and then it chilled out. So it wasn't bad.
Nice.
It was nice, man. It was right on. Great event. Everybody had a good time. Yeah. But the thing is the team, myself and my coworkers at Hero Sports, our big thing is look, we're not going to drink during the event. We're there to work. It's fucking work time, not party time. But after the fact, because we were all staying at the place, they had a big lodge and hotel rooms and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, don't get me wrong. I was like, I'm tying it the fuck on afterwards. And I did. Fucking right off the bat, I was like, we're shotgunning a beer first. And then I figured out they had a full stocked bar. I started making old fashions and Bay Breezes and all kinds of crazy shit. Just started slinging drinks for everybody. Had a fucking blast. I was talking to this young lady. And a young lady is someone in her 40s or in her 50s or 60s, actually, who worked at the VA.
Yeah.
And it was funny. It started off, she was like, oh, I work at the VA. And I was like, you're proud of that fact? I was like, sweet, I don't know if you know who's standing around you, but I wouldn't fucking throw that out there too loud, man. I was like, there are a lot of people here who are not happy with y'all's organization. And I kind of explained to my situation and my experiences with the VA, and she was like, Jesus. And then it just trickled in, man. The next guy was like, let me tell you about this, and da-da-da-da. And she was like, what? And just atrocity after atrocity after atrocity.
There's no way you work for that organization and aren't aware how fucked up they are.
Well, she was.
It's not fucking possible. No, that would be like working here and then going, holy shit, you guys sell cigars?
She thought it was one-off things, though. She didn't realize that every fucking veteran out there has a terrible fucking story about the VA. You know what I mean? There's in some form or fashion, they've effectively fucked us in some way.
But I think that's why the VA is so fucked up, because everybody that works here is like, no, this place is great. There's nothing wrong.
Right? Everything's fine. It's totally fine. But I tied it the fuck on. I got real drunk in a pool all night, and then woke up in the morning, made myself a bloody, and was hungover all day Sunday. And then had a photo shoot yesterday with We the People holsters. I was out there down at our buddy RDI down there, and then back to the grind today. Had lunch with Jack though today.
Nice.
Had lunch with Mandeville. He told me to tell you guys all hi, by the way, and then he misses you.
Hi, Jack.
Yeah.
It's funny. He never texts me back when I text him.
He's not very good about it.
No, I take that back. He did. It was just a week and a half after.
He's traveled a lot lately, too, though. They keep his ass busy over there.
We're all not talking and watching you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what else? What else has been up? current events. We got anything fun and interesting?
Jesus.
I know y'all were talking about it before the show started, but Biden's Third Reich speech.
Oh, that was a fun one.
Dude.
I just, you can't tell me that nobody on that team looked at that lighting setup and was like,
Yeah. Or looked at the words of the speech and were like, these are good.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like, nobody looked at that and was
let's
like,
alienate half the country. It's a good idea.
I think they're doing it on purpose. And,
Yeah.
and I think they're trying to do something that I don't think is going to work. But I don't think they have any other course of action to try to put in place their agenda. But if they can alienate half the population and get even a small percentage of them to be like, you know what, this guy might be right. That's all. I think that's all they're trying to do right now. Like,
yeah, but when you look like the same speech out of a Star Wars film,
Yeah.
but you gotta. I mean, look
And
at
not by a good character. Not by
but
a good
look
guy.
at everything else that that his administration has been doing. They're praising the lowering of gas prices after it was
Triple
the
them.
highest raise that it's ever been.
you-
the economy is
you
amazing.
triple the
jobs-
prices, and
Yeah,
then you,
the jobs are great. The
But
economy
remember
is
when
amazing.
they were going up, well, the president doesn't control that.
but now it's coming down. The president has everything to do with
But
that.
Yeah.
and so
It's all
all
because
the-
midterms are coming. And if
all
you
they're
don't fucking
trying to
see
do-
that, it's fucking.
all they're trying to do
I
is
can't help
tout
you.
everything good that they're doing, even though the bad was also caused by them.
And it's not like it was a State of the Union because the State of the Union goes in January. It was just this dude fucking talking shit.
Say, for
Like-
example, I wasn't really happy with Trump. And say, for example, that I was going to accept the fact that Biden became president. And then on his inauguration speech, he said how he's the president for all the people and whatever, that he's going to try to bring everybody together. And that lasted, I don't know, 36 hours, maybe.
I don't even know if that's the case.
And then he gives this speech where he essentially calls me a big piece of shit. Yeah, I'm done with all of them. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime that you're dramatic bright red lighting and essentially say that the only way to fix this country is that the government needs more power to tell you how to live,
Yeah.
because that's how you're going to fix fascism, is by installing fascism.
And say for example, like 2-3 months ago,
Historically, not a great role.
Yeah, it's not.
say for example, 2 or 3 months ago, I probably never would have voted for Trump again. I probably most definitely will at this point.
You guys honestly think he's going to run again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think he's going to?
Well, after they did the Mar-a-Lago raid,
when his office put out
I
that
think it was
redacted thing that just said "Make America Great Again," that redacted piece of paper, and they said they missed one, and at the top it said "Save America 2024." Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I think he's going to.
I don't know, man.
Who else is going to run?
Well,
Now, here's a better question.
I think DeSantis could win.
Yeah, but I
I
don't think DeSantis is going to run against Trump.
No, he won't.
Here's the better question: do you think Biden's going to run, or
Yes.
do you think
I think he is going
the
to run.
Democratic Party is going to?
I think they have a puppet that they can control.
Yeah. No, I think after listening to that speech, he definitely will run again.
Yeah. He's not going to want to give up power.
No, I understand that, but the odds of him winning.
Oh, I don't think that's high.
Oh, no, they're fucked, man. I'm not one of those red wave, blue wave kind of guys, but there's no fucking way that Democrats control all three houses of the fucking
I'm not like, I don't know
government
if you
next time.
if you guys pray or not, but like,
Yeah, you do know that we do not.
but I think maybe you should tonight because there's still hope for that meteor. Still
There's still
You
a
know.
small chance that the meteor's going to hit.
the meteor in Washington, D.C. would, man, life would be, I think, better.
Yeah, not until the power grid came back on. But yeah.
I don't think D.C. would affect the power grid. Maybe.
Just locally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little late, but did y'all see the photos of the new IRS agents in training?
Oh my God. Those weren't
Oh,
photos.
that
There was
was
a
the
video.
video.
There was a video.
It was a
There was
video,
video
and it
too,
was
yeah.
laughable.
That was
Oh,
great.
yeah.
that was entertaining.
I'm
Yeah.
still sticking with the story, the one that Scott showed me.
I thought it was a parody. I
Yeah.
legit thought it was like, I thought it was like not BuzzFeed, fucking, thought it was like
SNL
Babylon B.
sketches, Yeah.
I thought it was the Babylon B fucking with us.
If you put the little Comedy Central logo in the bottom
Dude.
right
I'd have
hand
believed
corner,
it.
I would have been like, oh yeah,
Like
I
it,
makes
totally
sense.
believe
it
this,
looked
yeah.
like
It's
a
an SNL
Reno
skit.
911 fucking
recruiting
like a Reno
commercial.
911
Yeah.
fucking offshoot or something. I was like, this can't be fucking real. Nope, totally fucking legit. I
I'm
was
not gonna lie.
like,
There was a comment on one of the videos when that dude in the wheelchair came around the corner, and he's like, "So let me get this straight. I can escape the IRS by
Stairs.
stepping up a stair."
Sir, get back down here. You come up here.
Yeah. I didn't know they made belt extenders for vests though. Like that.
It's like those chains for motorcycle vests.
Yeah, it was fucking terrifying.
oh man.
It's
Yeah.
interesting to say
Yeah.
the least.
It's something.
One of my favorite quotes from Biden is when he was talking about ARs, and he goes, and I'm paraphrasing because I can't remember exactly what he said. It was along the lines of, you're going to need more than an AR. if
You need
you're
an
gonna-
F-15 to
Yep.
fight the government.
You need an
Yeah.
F-15, and it was like, bitch.
Dude, that
Do you
could-
not
that could
remember
be
Afghanistan?
But that could be construed as a fucking act of war against a populace
Oh, I
just
get
by
it.
saying that
I
shit.
get it, but it's just like,
Like,
do you not remember Afghanistan? Like that was a bunch of fucking medieval
I
bearded idiots with
Yeah.
AKs.
yeah.
And I think the left, I think that administration underestimates how people that own ARs, there's the vast majority of us are very level-headed individuals.
Yeah.
That will only be pushed so far. You know what I mean? Like, like at what point does it happen where, you're like, okay, that's it. I've had enough. Because if you're one of the early ones, you're going to be thrown in jail.
What I have found is that most
I
of the
don't know.
people
It's
that own
fucking
ARs
crazy.
are the ones that have faith in the idea of like, it'll cycle out.
Yeah.
We'll deal with this dude for 4 years. The system will work and it'll cycle out and we'll get somebody
Yeah.
else. Like that's the majority of what you'll find.
Yeah.
And
What's
'Cause
the
the other
loud
motherfuckers-
5% on both sides?
well, the
that
ones that are
fuck it up
super
for
loud,
everything?
these ones that are like, I'll be that first one that can step up and defend the country. And it's like, you're also
No, you
on a
won't.
no-fly list, which means that when they background check you to buy that weapon, they go like, oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It, like,
my point, I guess my point was like,
I like your Cthulhu shirt, by the way.
they're taking the,
I really like it now.
they're taking level-headed people and they're alienating them and making them seem like we're not level-headed people.
Yeah.
Like, like it's fucked.
anytime that you try to take a portion of society and separate it from the rest of society, you've used that society as the one that is the highest chance of getting in your way. It's the whole reason that you do it. It's the entire plan behind it. If you can isolate a portion of society that is the biggest speed bump for you being able to accomplish it, and you get the rest of society to view them as the outsiders, then when it comes time to actually initiate something, you have made everybody else view them as the enemy as well.
Yeah.
And it's
so,
funny, you
So
know,
you
like-
saying that makes me feel a little bit Jewish.
Well, American.
It's this. Well, no, it's the same mechanic. It's
Yeah,
the
no,
exact
right?
same.
yeah,
No,
it
no,
is.
no. But historically, you're absolutely correct. And
The
that's
American
it's the
Democratic
same
Party
mechanic.
is really good at doing this tactic too.
Yeah.
They are. Give credit where credit's due. They're good at this. They're good at fucking alienating the populace and turning them into the bad guy. They are. You know, all politicians really are, but the Democrats have it just fucking to a science, man. They got it figured out. They can do that shit. They've done it fucking countless times throughout fucking, my lifetime. Shit.
Yeah.
They've done it countless times in the last 19 months.
Yeah. Yeah. I just love the fact that like all of like the shaming and the against like the anti-vaxxer shaming
Yeah.
and all this shit. And the fact is
the
that
pandemic of the unvaccinated.
yeah, and with the winter of death,
It's funny.
and all that. And it's like, dude, we were fucking right. We were right. Like, fuck you. And there's not a single apology. Like Pfizer didn't want to
or
put out their fucking,
acknowledgement.
they didn't want to put out their fucking findings for 75 years and shit like that. And it's like, man, fuck you. Like they just don't want to admit. And like, there's been no apology. You know, like there's no apology. You literally you sick the dogs on these people. You fucking turned the media and politics in America sick the fucking dogs.
What
And by
is-
dogs, I mean their pundits and their fucking echo chambers onto regular average Americans, ruin fucking lives, ruin fucking jobs, and nobody's fucking apologized. And it's fucking wrong, man. You were fucking wrong. Just admit you were wrong. You weren't trying to be dicks. We understand that. Any normal, level-headed person would be like, they were doing the best they could with what they knew. And they didn't know shit, but they were trying to be fucking in control. Okay, fine. All right. Just admit that. Hey, we fucked up because we were ignorant to some facts. And now we're less ignorant, which is why we fucking let up. And we're sorry that this happened. That's all it would fucking take. You know? And
that
it
would be what we call good leadership, though.
Oh, God fucking forbid,
I know,
dude.
right?
God for fucking bid. Know yourself and seek self-improvement is my favorite leadership trait. And our fucking government is not good at fucking either one of those.
This comes back to what I said months ago. Your elected officials are not leaders. They are representatives.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
themselves.
But the problem is,
They're representatives of corporate structures within their territories.
but they are not your leaders. So if you are expecting leadership traits from people who aren't leaders, and I don't give a fuck, red, blue, purple, green, I don't give a
No,
fuck
you're
what
right.
color your tie is, what could there
I'm gonna
isn't.
tell you right now, leadership. If Donald Trump was standing in this fucking room and
He's
was
a
like,
horrible fucking
and was
leader.
like, let's go over here and take this hill, I'd be
No.
like, go fuck yourself. That's not defended correctly. You're all fucked up.
I don't know.
I'll follow you, sir.
I don't know of one.
Yeah, right.
I don't know of one fucking leader in office right now. Not one.
No.
Not one.
No. I know some that were disappointments because they could have been.
Yeah.
So
And-
because they all do the exact same thing, and we love to shout about it in corporate, and then everybody's like, "Oh, I just want an apology." But then you see it in corporate where they're like, "Hey, we're going to cut this entire budget over here and shift it over here into holdings to change our EBITDA for the annual report for shareholders, so that the CEO looks like he knows what he's doing, and then we're going to go right back to operating in the red."
Yeah, it's the same thing that corporate does. You're right. Corporate does the exact same
They're
thing.
doing the
government
exact
does.
same thing.
Yep.
This is hey, we'll shift this right now so it looks good, so that everybody doesn't lose their goddamn job, and then we're going to go right back to doing whatever the fuck we want to, as long as we make it through this one day.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah. It's basic corporate math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those aren't leaders.
They're not. They're executives, which I don't know if you've ever met an executive. The leaders, they don't have leadership. It's not a role that is worth a shit.
Nope. But they all have knee pads.
Yeah, right.
Anything else?
Oh my God. So there is a documentary out right now that I want to watch
What's that?
called House of Hammer.
Oh, about
About
Army Hammer,
Hammer.
and
Have
his
you
weird
seen this
fucking shit.
So this dude has
Yeah.
has sexual harassment and cannibalism charges
Yeah.
against him right now.
Yeah.
Because apparently
He was an actor. For those of you who don't know who Army Hammer was, which most of us probably didn't.
and he's an actor, but like
Had a
his
cool name though.
his grandfather was like some big oil tycoon,
Yeah.
or great grandfather was, and both of his father and grandfather were like huge in business, and then this dude went into acting. And oh my God. So this
Yeah.
is apparently about the whole family and how they're all just fucking weird. But yeah, apparently this dude was trying to convince girls to like, hey, let me eat this part of you. And not like, hey girl, sit on my face. Like, hey, let me cut off 2 of your toes and eat them. Like literally was trying to eat people.
Okay.
And so this whole documentary is about this like weird
Hey,
fucked up.
Jazz, we don't kink shame here, all right?
That's not a kink. That's cannibalism. And can I get a little bit of ice, buddy? When you're done with your article?
I believe part of it too was that he cut or carved his initials into like some chick's thigh.
Yeah.
A number of chicks' thighs.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's multiple.
I believe so. He
Yeah.
was leaving his mark.
This
You
dude
know what? I
was-
knew a fucking scumbag kid that I worked with in a bar in Maryland. He was a bartender when I was a door guy. And he used to fucking bite girls on their inner thigh and like leave fucking
To the point of drawing blood.
draw blood.
So that his bite mark would stay there?
Yeah, and would leave fucking marks on girls, and it became a fucking problem.
Could I get
Matter
some
of
ice,
fact, I helped beat the shit out of him, so because he did it to the wrong girl, and she said no, and he kept going, and me and a couple of the other bouncers didn't take too kindly to that. So when he got fired, tried to come back in the bar and make a scene. We
I appreciate you.
took care of that in the parking lot. So
Yeah, fuck that guy.
yeah, he's still not walking or talking right.
Speaking of so no shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get that before.
This
let me get that
triggered a
before you
memory
start.
from a long time ago. So I don't. This how long? I don't remember the dude's name. I don't remember the waitress's name that worked there. But I remember the club name of the waitress's boyfriend.
Yeah.
So this dude
Did it rhyme with Schmells Mangels?
Yes.
Oh.
So there's
Yeah.
this dude who's coming to the bar, right? What I thought was just a genuinely good dude because he was. He came
I'm
in.
not
he
gonna lie,
tipped.
my head totally went to like this chick's boyfriend worked at like a nightclub.
That'd have been funny.
Anyways,
So this dude, he came into the bar all the time. He tipped good. He was always respectful. Like, thought he was a good dude.
Yeah.
Started talking to the waitress. I don't know what happened between him and the waitress because I knew who she was dating, and it was a patch member with the Hells Angels.
Yeah.
And
In other words, not to be fucked with.
great dude. Just don't piss him off. Don't be on his bad side. And everything will be fine.
Sure.
So
Some of those guys are family men, man. Like they're just dudes in a club, man.
Yeah.
Like shit.
and they like violence.
We're just good at it.
But so I don't know what happened between the customer that came in and the waitress, but whatever it was caused the customer. I wish I could. I'm going to call him Jimmy. I don't know his fucking name, but I'm just going to call him Jimmy. It caused Jimmy to get really drunk one night at the bar and become upset at the end of the night, and he left. Which I was bartending. The waitress is working, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, the dude's normally cool as shit. She's like, I don't know. He was in a bad mood today. And I'm like, I just chalked it up to whatever because I had no idea anything that was going on. So we close up the bar, count everything up, lock the whole place up. We leave, and I always walked whoever was working to their vehicles just in case. Like, it's just a thing you do if you don't have security.
Truth.
such a
And
nice guy, John. He
So-
walks me to my car too, and we're done here.
we get to the waitress's car,
It's true.
and there's a fat shit right on her hood. What the fuck? Like a fucking, and it's fresh. It's not an animal shit. It's human shit.
It's like there's
And I
like
was
shoe
like-
prints next to it. Type of
Pretty
shit.
much, you know? And like, I'm just like, what the fuck? And she's like, oh my God. And I'm like,
Did Jimmy shit on your
I was
car?
like, do you know who did this? Like, well, you know? And she's like,
Jimmy.
she goes, I think it was Jimmy. And I was like, what do you mean you think it was Jimmy? And she's like, well, we kind of got in a little argument today. And I was like, you know what? I was like, I don't need to know any of this. I was like, all I need to know is Jimmy going to die?
Where's Jimmy?
Like, I need to know this. Like, is shit going to go down literally and figuratively here in the parking lot at some point this evening? Or is it going to be like a day or two later or whatever? Like, I need to be aware. So if I see an HA dude roll in and Jimmy's somewhere around here, like, I'm going to go hide. you know, like, I need to know what's going
I
on.
don't know
Bar
when-
suddenly closed.
I need to know when to duck.
So within the next 72 hours, I'll speed up the rest of the story. Within the next 72 hours, I saw Jimmy twice. I saw the waitress once, and I saw the HA dude twice. None of them all at the same time. When I saw the HA dude, it was, who's that guy? And I'm like, I knew his name's Jimmy. He's a regular in here. That's all I know, man. Sorry. Why do you shit on her car? No fucking idea. You guys got to figure that
You
out.
fucking
Like,
weirdo.
yeah, like if I knew, I'd tell you because this is great.
It's fucking weird.
This is great.
It's a
I was like,
weird thing
but
to do.
I can't tell you anything because I don't fucking know, man. Like she said, yeah, they had an argument and he went and shit on her hood and then he left. Like now you're here.
And now, and to be fair, you don't know that it was Jimmy.
I don't.
It could have been a bum.
I didn't
It could have been
at
fucking
that point. I
anybody.
didn't know.
Yeah.
Right.
What-
So
Was Jimmy in a club?
no,
Okay.
nope. Jimmy had no idea. I don't even know if Jimmy knew that she was dating this dude.
Jimmy's just a gorilla shitter.
I guess so. Like
He likes gorilla
I want,
shit.
and like, and I still have no idea. And I've asked. I'm like, I want to know what this conversation was about that caused Jimmy to go shit on your car.
Yeah. Yeah. You had to say some weird
Like
shit.
what fucking happened? You
Yeah,
know?
what kind of argument was it that you was Amber Heard somebody's car?
Right.
Like, I don't.
Like, yeah, that's
So within 72 hours of that happening, like I said, I saw Jimmy twice. The first time I saw Jimmy was as the HA dude came and looking for me. And I'm like, yeah, man, he has.
yeah, sure did.
Like, you probably shouldn't come around here. I don't want to be working the night that fucking whatever happens. And I saw the waitress once and I was like, what the fuck is going on? She's like, I don't know. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't know? She's like, I don't know. I'm staying out of it. And I'm like,
You can't
Okay,
stay out of it.
cool.
It's your fucking
Yeah,
car.
stay
And
out
you
of it.
clearly fucking instigated this.
so I saw the HA dude twice. Both times, first time was, where's Jimmy? What'd he do? How did, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't fucking know, man. I'm sorry. The second time was, you shouldn't have a problem with this anymore. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, great. I'm glad that there's no issues at my bar. about 6 hours after that, I saw Jimmy because he came into the bar to say bye to the waitress because he was leaving town.
That sounds about right.
And I was like, bro, you fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
Why'd you shit on our car?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm like, no, it's got to be like.
Is that what his answer was?
I don't know.
Because you
man.
asked him?
Yep. Fuck yeah. Because as soon as like went to talk to her.
I wonder if that was like, you know, they had their little come to Jesus meeting with him, and they had their conversation, and they went, "This conversation ends here. Anybody else asks you about it, and you don't know fuck all." Like,
Yeah.
and that I wonder if that's why you got the answer. It was like, "Why'd you shit on her?" I don't know. I don't know anything.
No,
I don't even remember shitting on her car.
Yeah,
but I gotta go.
And it was funny. That was it. I've never seen him since.
I would have just denied. I'd have been like, yeah, I definitely didn't do that. That's weird. Like, fucking, like, even if I did it, I'd be like, I didn't do that shit. That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
What kind of a fucking weird? I'll help you find the fucking guy. That's weird as shit.
Why did he come say goodbye to the waitress?
Oh! I just fucking remembered something. Never mind. Sorry.
That memory hurt.
Yeah, it did.
Jesus.
It did. I text you guys about it Saturday morning
Mikey just remembered
Yeah.
he shit on this girl's car in Arizona.
in Phoenix years ago.
Mikey, fuck. I knew you.
You
from
ruined Jimmy's
somewhere.
life.
I ruined it. But I framed this other guy. It's fine. No, I text you guys about what happened to me Saturday morning.
Well, I didn't ask because I didn't know if you wanted to share.
Yeah.
I got punched in the face while pumping gas for no fucking reason at all. I was just standing there, and some dude close to your house, actually, 1604, fucking one of the gas stations that's right over there by the subdivisions,
Oh, that narrowed it down.
like in Converse, not
Well-
far from.
I don't think he's trying to dox you,
Yeah, that's fair.
which I appreciate after the last time you read that wedding invite.
Right.
The text message was, anyone else get into a fist fight at a gas station this morning? Just me? Okay.
Yeah,
What he doesn't want to tell you is that he didn't know how to get the pump out of the thing, and he skinned his knuckle on the fucking.
That's really-
yeah, right.
Actually.
Yeah. So I'm standing there.
Scott's response is the best, though.
Yeah.
I went inside.
She probably deserved
She
it.
probably deserved it. I went inside and I bought a sausage roll and fucking a pack of smokes because I was going to work over the weekend. And you know how when I'm in the field, I smoke. So I did that. And then I go to the gas pump and I'm filling up my tank and I'm standing there minding my own business. And I see this dude in a sweatsuit, red sweatsuit, stunner shades, probably
Russian?
huh?
Russian?
Black kid.
Is it Adidas?
It was a black kid. It was.
It doesn't mean he wasn't Russian.
He could have been Russian. I don't know. Shit. I'm not sure his nationality.
You should have. The red flag should have been the sweatsuit.
Well, but I'm standing there pumping gas and it's 8 a.m. You know, and this kid isn't a bum. Like this kid was dressed like in like it wasn't like dirty clothes. Like it was like he was fucking going to the gym or some shit, right? Like it wasn't anything crazy. And he had stunner shades on and a hat. Like it was like fine. And the kid comes walking up to me, doesn't say a word, and I'm about to be like, "Hey, what's up?" And he just takes this wild ass swing at me. And I see it coming a mile away, and I back up, and it clips me in the nose. Just enough to like, and I don't know if, I mean,
Yeah.
I got kind of a
Still doesn't feel good.
I got a Gumby nose because it's been smashed so many times, but fucking like it clips me in the nose and I immediately 3-piece this little shit. Dink, dink, dink. Break his stunner shades. He's out. He's asleep. Hits the ground. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm yelling at this fucking unconscious kid. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like, what the fuck did I do? I don't know you. You clearly got the wrong fucking guy. Da 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 da. The lady comes out. She's like, sir, are you okay? I'm like, I'm fucking fine. But that was weird. And as I'm talking to her, he gets up and fucking is like, comes to, looks at me, and just fucking runs away towards the fucking subdivision. And I'm like, what the fuck? As I'm saying what the fuck, a cop pulls in. And I wave him down. I'm like, hey man, got a problem. I just got attacked. And I fucking knocked this dude out. And then he got up and he ran that way. The cop looks at me. Classic fucking great law enforcement. This is great policing, everybody. He's like, do you want to press charges? And I was like, are you going to catch him? He goes, probably not.
At least he's honest.
And I was like, it's not like he's like fucking 10 minutes away, bro. He just ran that way. He's wearing a red sweatsuit. Like, drive around the block. You're going to see this fucking kid. All right? Like, what the fuck? And he was like, yeah, I'll go check it out after I go. I'm done in here. I'm like, oh, am I in the way of your coffee break, motherfucker? I was like, fuck you, dude. So, ugh. So I didn't even give the guy my fucking information. I was like, whatever, man. Like I was like, do you need my information? He's like, if you want to. I was like, thank you for protecting and serving, officer. Look, and I was like, there's his stunner shades. They're broken up. He's probably going to need some stitches because I fucking popped him a few times pretty good. And he's like, okay. I was just like, what the fuck, man? So I'm sitting there fucking bloody ass knuckle and shit.
They did the same thing with when my car got smashed into and everything got stolen.
Yeah,
and
they're all
shit. The cops came out and they
nonchalant,
were like, honestly, man, just put it against, like, we'll give you a police report and put it against your insurance. There's no fucking way we'll catch this guy.
They did the same thing when
And
they
I was
had-
like, they literally stole a cell phone with a tracking chip in it. And they were like, yeah, it's probably gone by now. I was like, okay.
they pretty much did the same thing when you had that guy at your apartment complex too.
Yeah, when the naked guy? Yeah, they came and they were like, which way did he go? Well, then we found out that he lived like below me.
You were like, how big? They were like, how big was it? Tell us again how big it was.
There's an outline of it on the stairs. Like he sweated through the concrete. It was
It looked like a slinky that wasn't all the way extended.
yeah, it's ridiculous. I thought it was a rat snake.
I didn't know I had a snake charmer living downstairs. What
Yeah,
the fuck?
It looks like the flashlight that's on your belt right now. Like it was
3D cell or 4D cell better?
it was
Definitely 4.
The 4, man.
definitely for.
The 4. This gentleman was blessed.
I got pulled over this weekend.
Yeah?
Yeah, first time I got pulled over in Texas.
Yeah, how'd it go?
I got a warning. It was nice,
White privilege.
right?
Don't you have to be white to have white privilege?
No, I got pulled over for doing 55 and a 45.
10 over.
I was
That's
really
fair.
doing 60.
All right.
I knew I was getting pulled over. Like the cop was coming the opposite way, and like
You
as soon as because I was kind of going around a turn. As soon as I like passed him, I looked and I saw the brake lights. I'm like, I'm getting pulled over.
Yeah.
Madison's like, what? I'm like, yep, getting pulled over.
Yeah.
And so I started slowing down, and she's like looking. She's like, I don't even see the cop. I'm like, just
Trust me.
give it a
Just
minute.
wait for it.
Just give it a minute.
He's coming.
And so he comes around the corner, fucking whoop, flips his lights on. I immediately pull over because there's like a gravel area on the side of the road instead of just trying to go into a ditch or, on the side of a FM road.
Sure.
And so pull over, and I had to hide my gun, hid my weed, got my license, registration, insurance, and and had it ready for the guy when he came up to the car.
As you do.
Yep. And so the guy walks up and he goes, "Hi, I'm Officer So-and-so, Coleman County Sheriff's Department." And I'm like, "How you doing, sir?" He's like, "Good." And I got all my shit sitting right there. And he's like, "I pulled you over because you were speeding." And I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "We're heading to a concert, running a little late." I'm like, "Sorry, man." And he's like, "Well, let me see your stuff." So he takes it, and he's registration, hands it back to me. Insurance, hands it back to me. He goes, "Well, I'm just going to give you a warning. So let me just go write that up, and I'll be right back." Guy walks back to his car. And so I kind of giggle a little bit. And Madison's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Well, now we find out if I'm going to go to jail or not." And she's like, "What?" I was like, "He just went to go run my license."
Yeah,
I
he
was
just
like,
went to
"So
go run me.
we'll see if I have any warrants."
Yeah.
She's like, "Do you?" And I'm like, "I don't think so."
Probably not in this state.
There was a time in my life where getting pulled over was like,
Yep, I've been there. It's like, I don't know if I'm getting out of this one.
But it's funny. So the guy comes back, hands me the warning. He's like, "Look, just a warning. Here's your license. Just slow it down. Blah, blah, blah." I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "Thanks." He's like, "Enjoy the concert." And I'm like, "We will."
What show'd you go?
Robert L. Keane,
Oh.
Texas country. It was his last show. He played 38 years on the road. 38 fucking years touring.
Jesus.
That was his last show. It was pretty cool. But so he hands me all my shit back. And like, I didn't even wait till he got into his car. I'm like, "We gotta go, man. Sorry, thanks." And just got back on the road. And I didn't even stop accelerating. I was like, "Oh shit," and had to hit the brakes. I was doing 60 again. I'm like, "Fuck."
I'm pretty sure if he gets you a second time, he's not going to be as cool.
So
He's
he gets
like, I
the-
just gave you a warning, man. Fuck.
So we get to the concert and we're getting ready to walk through security, and there's cops out there checking IDs and everything like that, and wristbands, and because it was an all-age show, and so the underage people just got a wristband, black X's on their hand or whatever.
Sure.
And so we're going through the line, and
Madison, get a Rex.
they carded Madison. And so I look at the cop standing on the other side, and I'm like, "What, you don't want to fucking see my license?" He goes, "I can run it for you if you want to." I'm like, "Oh, don't worry. I just had that happen on my way here." And the guy's like, "What?" And I'm like, "See ya." And I walked in.
I watched that Elvis movie.
How is it?
How is it?
It's fucking good.
Is it good?
It was really good. Yeah.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. No, it was good.
I'll tell you right now, I'll never travel with Tom Hanks.
No.
My motherfuckers have been lost everywhere.
Yeah.
Like in space, on an island. Fucking crashed an airplane into the fucking river. Like,
Yeah.
never travel with Tom
Yeah,
Hanks.
He
But I'll
always
watch his
He
movies.
always makes it out of it, though.
He does.
Yeah, it's only him.
Yeah.
Greyhound. That was another good one he was in.
Yeah.
damn good one.
Yeah.
But no, I've heard good things about it. And
Big.
I guess Lisa Presley was involved with the film.
Oh, nice.
Like,
Lisa Marie.
That's how they kept it as accurate as possible. Is they brought her in. Like, he knew the story behind that logo. The TCB logo with the lightning bolt or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess Elvis and his family were all traveling back to Graceland on their plane, and they kept doing this whole TCB, and they're like, we need to get a logo for it. And they were flying in the plane, and who's Lisa Marie's mom?
Priscilla?
Or yeah, Priscilla Presley. Apparently, she drew the TCB logo, and was looking out of they were above the cloud cover, and there was a storm below them, and saw the lightning bolts, and so that's where the lightning bolt came from. And then they apparently landed, went to their jeweler that made all of the king's jewelry, woke him up, and was like, "We need this turned into a logo, literally for the performance we're doing tomorrow." So this dude like woke him up in the middle of the night. He worked all night and made
It's fucking Elvis.
made their
Do your
shit.
job.
And,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was like, so like I heard that story and I was like, all right, now I want to watch the film, because if Tom Hanks did that level of research where like he knew where the little TCB emblem came from and shit, I was like, all right, it's got to be good. Like if you spent that much time getting this right,
Yeah.
then
What do you think the worst Tom Hanks film is? Unpopular opinion?
yeah, it's an unpopular. Mine's a really unpopular opinion.
The Wonders.
I don't remember that one.
That's That Thing You Do.
That Thing You Do. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I thought that
Not
one
a
was pretty
fan.
good. Mine is a really unpopular opinion.
What is it?
The Burbs.
Oh, yeah.
I do not like that film.
I wasn't a huge fan of The Burbs either,
I
though.
don't like that film. But it was like, oh, it was a fucking great film. It's not a good film.
It's not that great. He was still like transitioning from comedic actor to fucking
Yeah,
like
he was still the
serious
young
role,
comedian
like,
or whatever.
He just
and
did Big like a couple years
It was
before
big.
that.
The Man
like,
with One Red Shoe, like
Yeah.
all that stuff. But like, he's got a hell of a portfolio. But yeah,
Oh,
I,
yeah, he's
I
got
don't-
range. Guy's got
I
range.
don't like The Burbs. I don't think it's very good.
Yeah.
What was that one with the fucking dog?
Turner and Hooch.
Not a big fan of that
Yeah.
one either.
Eh,
But I'm not a big fan of the whole like
I didn't hate Turner and Hooch
buddy animal films.
True.
Like I didn't like Any Which Way But Loose either.
with the monkey.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck if he's in it or not.
Yeah.
You're partners with a monkey.
Yes.
Like I guess technically
See,
it's an ape.
It's
but-
like that movie is part of the reason why everybody thought truck drivers were cool. like
really? I would have given it Smokey and the Bandit.
Smokey and the Bandit, Every Which Way But Loose, fucking Over the Top. I mean, there was a number like in the 80s.
You
truck
shut your
drivers,
whore mouth about Over the Top. That is a fantastic film.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, truck drivers were made to look like this fucking amazing profession.
Right.
You know, one of my favorite, one of my favorite movies growing up is
You got to turn your hat around backwards.
I stay ready.
You're already on the switch. You're already switched on.
was the movie Tank. You remember that?
Tank?
Yeah, where the guy was a command sergeant major and had his own Sherman tank, and then the government turned on him, and him and his kids get in the tank, and
Why do I feel like I've seen this?
it's a fucking good flick. But it's probably in the 70s. It's an old movie.
And again, there's also a movie about a killer tire. So
Yeah.
like a murderous tire. I think it's called Rubber.
Tread.
Tread.
Yeah.
No, that's the
No, Tread's about the fucking.
Tread's about the dude that turned
He's
a
about the guy
bulldozer
that
into
actually did that.
Yeah.
He was.
I think the other one's called Rubber.
Rubber. Yeah.
And it's literally a
something.
murderous tire.
That's right. Tread was about the dude who
Who
actually
up-armored
did about
his
the movie
fucking-
like what you did. Yeah. And the fucking old DC-9, basically. Just fucking. Yeah. Well, fuck, boys.
Well, boys, before we get out, do we want to introduce the newest Freedom Friend?
Yeah,
here?
we
Yeah,
got
the
we got a
newest
new
member of the
Freedom Friend.
family?
Sniper, you
Yeah.
want to bring the new guy? The new little lady over here?
Here she comes. Here she comes.
Look at this floof. Look at that floof.
Hey, baby girl.
And the dog, too. Look at that floof. Oh, my goodness. Oh, she's getting him.
This is really just because dogs are good for views, and we
True.
haven't had Rue here in a while. So
This is
Yeah, right.
Freya.
This is going to be micro content just
She's
for
my-
fucking.
She's my new German short hair. She's far more interested in playing with the puppies.
I think it's a German Shepherd.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, German Shepherd.
Like,
I grew up with German short hairs. I've
That's a
been doing it
really
all the
weird
time.
looking German short hair.
Yeah,
So, you want to see what's going on?
she's a good
You
baby.
want to see what's going on?
Look at her.
There she is.
she's already trying to get her first whiskey.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Her and Kira are best friends.
Yeah.
So
Kira's straight
actually,
mama dog, man.
her papa is owned by Big Jim,
Yeah.
friend of the show, frequent guest.
Kaiser.
What episode is he from? I can't remember.
Fuck
What
you,
was it,
sir.
what was
Fuck
it
you, sir.
called?
What was it, John?
Fuck you, sir.
That's
oh, that's
right.
what it was. Yeah. Along with like 12 other ones.
Yeah.
but mainly just that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. She's like, why are you petting me with 5 fingers? My last guy only had 4.
She actually she didn't grow up in that house.
No,
So
she was at the breeder.
they took him over, and he's okay.
He's like, but there's puppies.
It's a little while ago. You might have heard some barking in the background.
Good God, I'm so tangled up over here.
It'd be her.
We gave her a pass. It's her first time at the show, so
Yeah.
she doesn't know any better yet.
She still talks less than Chris Freeman off camera, so it's fine. And Gary, so it's fine. That'll do it for us today, though, guys. Thanks for watching or listening or whatever the fuck you're doing. Brought to you by warfightertobacco.com. Once again, use that code FTFO. That'll get you sweet 15% off. owellness.us for all your CBD needs, which, by the way, fucking Freeze Gel saved me again this week.
Yeah.
God. Yeah, use that code FreedomFriends25. That'll get you a quarter off your order there. And IC Tech coolers, go to ictech.com for those who get it. That's the slogan. Use that code FreedomFriends10. That'll get you 10% off. But I'm going to raise my glass, boys. I'm going to say,
Oh, cheers.
hope everybody had a great holiday weekend, but thanks for being my freedom friend. Woo. Like, share, subscribe, smash those buttons, do all those things. And tell your mom.
Tell your friends.
Your fucking mom's friends. This show exists. For some reason, you guys keep watching it, so we'll keep making it. Fuck. 3 little things. Not hard to do. John, hit him with the first one.
Smoke on.
Jazz?
Oh, drink 'em.
And God damn it, freedom the fuck on. Later.